you enjoy using Twitter? Well, quite often we get people who come along to our workshops who just go, I don't get how to use this Twitter thing. Well, we're here today with Nicky Kriel, who's the author of Converting Conversations to Customers, who's going to help us with top Twitter tips. Nicky, it is, yes. Trying desperately to pronounce it all correctly. So what are the top 5 tips that will help people get the most out of Twitter for their business?
Well, the first one is start conversations on Twitter, and I think it's so easy. People just publish on Twitter, they post stuff out, and then nobody's interacting with them. You're going to enjoy Twitter a lot more if you're actually having conversations with people, and if you're talking to people. And some of the ways, in fact, you've got a lovely story that you tell quite often about how you got somebody chatting about, and you did a cheeky tweet about coffee, didn't you?
I did, yes. I saw a lady who had on her profile that she liked coffee. She was exactly the person we wanted to do business with, and we started talking about coffee, which that got us connected. She checked out our website, and eventually it led to a £20,000 contract.
Good stuff, really. There's no formalities in Twitter. You can chat to anybody.
Yes.
But obviously, if you're pitching at people the first time you talk to them, it's not going to work.
Talk first. Make friends first. Find out more about them, then pitch second.
Yeah.
Yes. Sources of things to say. Have a read of their bio. That quite often gives you something to introduce yourself about, or look at their last 5 tweets and reply to some of those. That can get you started.
Go pop on their website and have a look.
Ask them a question.
Ask them a question.
Yes. Number 2, Twitter lists.
Twitter lists. Now, this is something that most people don't seem to use, but it's incredibly useful. You can put people on Twitter. You can put people into lists, which means you can actually focus on those conversations. So you can either use it within Twitter, or you can use something like Hootsuite or TweetDeck. You can bring lists through. So if you want to concentrate on a group of people, or certain people are more important to you. So if you want to get into a company, you can actually pay attention to just that company so that you can interact and respond quicker. But obviously, don't every time somebody tweets, don't react to it, because it's a little bit creepy when people do that. So just, it's worth paying attention, focusing on people, and you do that by putting people on Twitter lists. Pinning a tweet. Lots of people forget that you can actually pin a tweet to the top of your profile.
Oh, so you can take any tweet you said,
yes,
and make sure it stays at the top.
It has to be your tweet. So it's worth putting a tweet up that says something about your business, or something that puts you in the best light, or whatever you want to talk about at the time. So if you've got an event, you would put an event as your top pinned tweet. Obviously, I've got a picture of my book as a pinned tweet. But I've also had something, and we're going to talk about Twitter lead generation cards. That's a useful thing to have a top pinned tweet.
Well, let's skip. We want to end on those, or
we'll come back to them. So think about whatever you do. Go have a look at your Twitter feed right now, your Twitter profile. If you've not pinned a tweet, find a good tweet.
Or write one.
And then pin it to the top. And it's the 3 little dots that you press on that, and it gives you the option to pin it to your tweet.
Should we go to number 4, Twitter chats?
Yeah. In terms of having conversations with people, Twitter chats are an hour, predominantly they're about an hour, where people get together and they use a particular hashtag, and anybody can join the conversation. So you might have a Twitter chat based on an area. So for example, on Saturday mornings, I do a Surrey chat, and there's a whole group of business people. We get together, we have a bit of chat, and we keep it very informal. So it tends to be about things like breakfast, walks, but also what we're up to in our business. So we do talk business stuff, but we also quite informal. But they're almost chats for almost everything, any type of interest. There'll be a chat going on at the time. And it's just using that hashtag and getting involved with the conversation. And that's a brilliant way to actually get to meet people.
So how do we find out what Twitter chats, or what chats to join? How do we find these things?
I've actually written a blog about how to find chats, because there's somebody who's given a great one for UK ones, and I've found loads of sorts of Twitter chat. So I'll give you the link for that, so we'll put it below the video.
Fantastic. So have a look in the comments below and have a look for that link to find Twitter chats. So that's number 4. And number 5, let's come back to Twitter lead generation cards.
Did you know that you can actually caption email directly from Twitter? So you don't send them off to another page. They're on Twitter, they click a button, they click to confirm that they're happy to sign up, and you can send them whatever you want to send. So if it's a PDF or a checklist or a special offer or a coupon or whatever you want to do, you can send it via your email, and you've got the email list, and you can connect that. Say I used MailChimp, so you can connect that up with MailChimp so they're on your database straight away. And the way you do that is you have to go through Twitter ads, so you need to set yourself up on Twitter ads. You don't need to spend any money on Twitter ads, but you need to sign yourself up on Twitter ads, and it's a lead generation card, and you can fill it in and people can sign up. And I've got a how to Twitter course, which I often put out as a lead generation card and pinned to my top of my profile. It's not at the moment, but quite often I'll have that so that people can just click up and they'll get tips on how to get started on Twitter.
So, Nicky, where can people find out more about you or ask you questions?
Well, the best place is actually to ask me on Twitter, which is at Nicky Kriel, which is NICKYKRIEL, or you can go to my website, which is nickykriel.com, or anywhere on social media that you can find me. I'm Nicky Kriel everywhere. So
Nicky Kriel everywhere.
Just find me and I'll talk to you.
Excellent. And Nicky's actually launched and put out a book which is called Converting Conversations to Customers, and it has all of the knowledge she's gained over years of working in the industry about how you can get customers online and convert them to sales. So check that out. It's on Amazon at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your help, Nicky. It's been great having you on the channel, and we'll speak more online, I'm sure. Goodbye. And that's not all. We have been lucky enough to be given a signed copy of Nicky Kriel's book to give away. All you have to do is click on the link and subscribe to our YouTube channel, or there's a couple of other ways you can enter as well, to be in with a chance to win the signed copy of Nicky Kriel's book.